Welcome back to the program. We now welcome Maria Walls, Treasurer of Beaufort County. Maria, thanks for coming back on this program.
Thank you so much for having me again.
It's always fun when you're here. Maria, tell us, are you running for re-election as Treasurer of Beaufort County?
Yes, I am. I am running for a second term as Beaufort County Treasurer, which will mean that as of the date of the election, I will have almost 8 years of experience in the Treasurer's office. I'm running for re-election because we're not done. We are, in my opinion, the best Treasurer's office in the state. We are doing and carrying out programs that no other county in the state is carrying out. One of them is electronic billing. You can receive your tax bill via email, as well as all the other methods that we were offering before. But there's so many things that we are doing, and we're doing very well, but I think that we can do more. And I would like the opportunity to continue serving so that we can get there. Some of those initiatives are going to be expanding our mobile cashiering program and the introduction of kiosks throughout the county. My goal is to make tax payments as easy and convenient and simple as possible for the residents of Beaufort County. It's, unfortunately, they say death and taxes are a sure thing. Well, my job is to make sure that even the required things that we have to do in life, paying taxes, is as pleasant as possible, because that's what our taxpayers should be expecting.
Maria, the Treasurer's role isn't just about tax collection. You also manage our capital investments. Tell us about your investment strategy as our Treasurer.
That is absolutely correct. You know, we're most known in the Treasurer's office for collecting the taxes, but most of our citizens don't realize that's not all we do. We also collect funds from other departments. We are there, the depository, so if they collect funds from the public, they'll bring the money to us to deposit and record to the general ledger. We also take payments directly from the public on behalf of other departments. In addition to that, when we receive this money and we're maintaining it in a bank account, well, surely, similar to an individual, you don't want us to just keep the money in a regular bank account. We want to maximize the investment opportunity that we have with the county's funds. The Treasurer's office does not just maintain the county's money, but it also maintains the money of the school district. The towns and the public service districts and other agencies, they're distributed their funds on a monthly basis, but we do have it for approximately 30 days. So again, our responsibility is to maximize the investment opportunity. So what does that mean? It is a little bit different than an individual. An individual is going to be looking to maximize yield and may be riskier. For government funds, you don't want that. We have a different priority for the investment of county money. First of all, we need to make sure that we're following the statutes. I am actually limited by law to what the funds can be invested in. And those, just to put it simply, are anything backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. So corporate stocks, corporate bonds, these are not options for a local government agency in South Carolina. So we're focusing mostly on treasury notes and bonds and short-term investments. Then we're looking at liquidity. We need to make sure the money is available when it needs to be spent, because that is why we collected the funds in the first place, to fund the projects that are important to our communities. And then lastly, we're going to be looking at yield. Like I said, a little different than an individual investor. We're looking at yield last, but the safety and liquidity of these funds take top priority over yield. We have been re-strategizing in the Treasurer's office for the past 12 months, and I am extremely happy to report that this past fiscal year, we increased investment returns by over $330,000 from the prior year, and we're on track to double that this year. So I'm very excited with the progress we've made in the investment process for the county's funds, because every dollar that we can collect in investment returns is more money in the pockets of our government agencies without touching the pockets of our taxpayers.
Maria Walls is the Treasurer of Beaufort County. Maria, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you again for having me.